would like to ask you something. When people finish spending time with you, how do you usually feel? Not what you say, not what it looks like, but how do you actually feel when you're alone again? After the conversation or after spending time with people? Because that feeling tells you more than the interaction itself. Think about it. Welcome back to Let's Get Chat with Eyistar. This week we saw a different side of Amani. Nothing dramatic happened. No confrontation, no deep emotional moments, just something simple but very clear. She had a long day. She was tired mentally and emotionally, and for once, she did not have the energy to show up as her usual self. Then her phone rang, and instead of prayer, instead of questions, instead of what's wrong, explain everything, explain yourself to me, she got something unexpected. There was a calm. She got an understanding and a safe and sane space to be herself. And the kind of response that did not demand anything from her, it still made her feel seen. And that moment, it changed how she started looking at people. Because if you think about it, a lot of us are used to relationships that require effort to maintain energy. You have to reply fast, you have to sound engaged, you have to explain yourself. I've interacted with people and they tell me, oh, my friend, these are demands. for friendship, you have to keep the conversation alive, and if you don't, something feels off, so you adjust. What if you actually need some space to yourself, or you need some time, to just process a few things? But anyways, it is not really a good thing when you have to push through, even through tiredness, to show up for people. And you show up even when you don't have the capacity, and over time you start thinking that's normal. But then just imagine experiencing something different. A conversation where you don't have to explain or over-explain yourself, over-explain and explain your silence. A moment where you are allowed to just be quiet without it becoming a problem. And suddenly you realize maybe connection is not supposed to feel like constant effort. Amani noticed it in the smallest way. She spent time with someone and did not feel drained after. No prayer, no performance, just presence. And it made her question everything she had accepted before. Because when you experience ease, even once, you can't ignore the difference anymore. And here is a Wednesday charge. The right people won't require a performance from you. You don't have to be at your best at all times. You don't have to prove anything. You don't have to explain every version of yourself. The right people won't demand that from you. And for the rest of this week, I want you to notice something. Pay attention to your energy after interactions. Who drains you? Who steadies you? Don't ignore that difference, because it matters more than you think. We are going deeper into this conversation next week, and I want you to take note of this. Who drains you after conversation, or what drains you? Then who steadies you, and what are the conversations that actually steadies you? And trust me, you don't want to miss this. Make sure you catch up on Monday's story to understand this fully. I'll see you again next Wednesday. Bye.